What's up, everyone? My name is Tom, and for today's topic, I'm going to be talking about herbs and spices to help combat weight loss. So when it comes to weight loss, your food consumption dictates your weight gain or loss. So with that being said, if you're trying to lose weight, you need to reduce your food intake. You need to place yourself in a calorie deficit, eating fewer calories than normal in order for your body to promote fat loss, right? Along with that, there's other assistance or methods to go about that you could help speed up the process, such as exercising, utilizing dieting methods, and using supplements or herbs and spices and so forth, right? And by using plant compounds and supplements and exercising, you could make this process much more efficient, so you could lose this fat much faster and much more effective, because dieting itself is pretty painful. So if you exercise along with it or use herbs and spices and or supplements, you can actually make things a little bit more enjoyable and more bearable, so this weight loss journey will be a little bit more easier to go about. Now, the herbs and spices that I'm going to talk about today will help combat fat loss, because these herbs and spices work in many ways. For instance, a lot of people have issues with their insulin sensitivity. So by using herbs to target your insulin sensitivity, you can make fat loss a little bit more easier, because insulin sensitivity is kind of tied in with weight gain and or loss, right? So essentially what I'm trying to say is, if your insulin is affected and if you could improve it, it will make fat loss much easier, because people who are overweight tend to have a little bit more insulin sensitivity issues. Along with that, we have metabolic issues, metabolism, and things of that nature. You can also block fat absorption. So by utilizing certain compounds or herbs or spices, it actually help block the fat absorption when you consume food. So therefore, you won't accumulate that fat, right? You won't absorb it. Therefore, you're not gonna gain fat from it. It's just gonna bypass your gut and go straight to the waist. So I have about 10 herbs and spices that I've listed. I'm not going to be explaining in depth about how they work and things to that nature, because it'll take forever, but I'm going to give a breakdown of these herbs and spices, just to give you guys a little background information regarding how to use it, and what is it and what's the main mechanism. Like, what does it target? Your metabolism? Does it block fat absorption and so forth, right? So top herbs and spices to help control hunger and or reduce appetite, and to help with fat loss. So number one is fenugreek. Okay, so fenugreek are seeds. They are very beneficial for us. They are loaded with fiber and other essential and vital nutrients. Since fenugreek has a lot of fiber itself is a very fulfilling feature, so when you consume a lot of fenugreek seeds, it will keep you full for a very long time. Therefore, it will reduce your appetite, your cravings, and essentially it will help with fat loss by reducing your food intake. Number two is chili peppers or cayenne pepper, because cayenne pepper or chili peppers itself contains a compound called capsaicin, something like that. It's the spice compound that essentially boosts your metabolism. So without you exerting energy or any type of effort, by consuming chili peppers or cayenne pepper, you will be burning calories throughout the day more frequently than a person who doesn't consume chili peppers or cayenne peppers. So it's a little small percentage that it will boost your metabolism, but every bit of it counts when it comes to losing weight, because a lot of people have this issue, and a lot of people get discouraged after some time. So by adding in the small things, it will make a huge difference in your life, trust me. Number three is ginger. Ginger is well known for its ways to block fat absorption, so implement ginger, and it's very beneficial for our health. It's a power food, powerhouse food, so it's very beneficial to consume for our health on a daily basis. So that is that. Number 4 is turmeric. The main ingredient in turmeric is curcumin, right? And it helps with your insulin sensitivity, and it will help reduce fatty tissue growth, right? So it turns white fat cells into brown fat cells. So basically, when you convert your white fat cells into brown cells, that is the same mechanism as if you're entering cold water. And when you enter cold water, your body will produce warmth, right? And this is converting your white into your brown. So as a result, when you go about this, it is burning fat, literally burning fat or burning calories. Not burning fat, but burning calories, resulting in a fat loss. So that's how turmeric works. It converts your white cells into brown fat cells, similar to taking a cold shower, but you're not going to be experiencing the daunting experience like people who go about cold showers. So yeah, and it helps metabolize a lot of things. So turmeric, you cannot go wrong with this. It's one of those powerhouse spices that everyone should be implementing for its beneficial values, right? Number 5 is cumin. Cumin contains a unique ingredient that is shown to help boost metabolism, lower cholesterol, lower blood sugar levels, which are all important for weight loss, right? And it has a lot of anti-inflammatory compounds, has a lot of antioxidants, and it helps with your digestion, the gut health, essentially, right? So if you improve your gut health overall when it comes to weight loss, things will become much more efficient, because your gut health is very relevant. It's very important. A lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't even take that into consideration. Your gut health dictates everything. Your absorption, the way it digests food, get rid of waste, and so forth. And in fact, your gut is your second brain, because your gut is actually connected to your brain and vice versa. So if your gut health is not functioning properly, then you're not going to have a very efficient or effective weight loss regimen. So what I recommend is to improve your gut health in order to make things a little bit more efficient and more effective. So by implementing cumin, it will actually help with your gut health, and in the end, it lowers your blood sugar levels and it reduces fatty deposits within your body. So if you can reduce your fatty deposits and lower blood sugar levels and improve gut health overall, that is the recipe for longevity, optimizing health, and reducing weight, because that's what everyone should strive for. And the main issues when it comes to overweight people is their gut health and their habits and so forth. So definitely don't neglect cumin, and don't neglect your gut health, because over time, especially over the years that you've been accumulating the fat and all the bad foods, right, your gut health has been severely impacted. So we want to restore its health in order to make things a bit more efficient and healthier, obviously, right? So focus on your gut health. Stop drinking sugary drinks, sodas, things of that nature. Stay hydrated and take things in order to treat your gut right? We have another one. Number 6 is Caraluma fabrata. I don't know if I said it correctly, but basically it inhibits the formation of fat cells by blocking the enzymes that promotes this. Okay, so this is one of the main ingredients in many appetite reducers or something to that nature. One of those weight loss, appetite controlling, reducing product. This is one of the main popular ingredients. Caraluma fabrata, I don't know, compound is very known within the weight loss realm because it's in many products. So that's why I included it. If it helps, it helps. Why not? Number 7 is Garcinia silver tree. I'm not sure on this, but basically it's a herb. I was doing a little bit of research on this last night. I'm not sure why it's very effective for weight loss, but basically, since overweight people have a tendency to indulge in junk foods and sweet foods, this herb itself will actually help reduce the appetite and the cravings for sweets, right? It will make foods less appealing, especially sweet foods less appealing, right? Because it blocks the receptors on your tongue. This herb blocks or inhibits certain enzymes within your tongue. So if you're going about a cookie or ice cream or something sweet, and if you consume this herb before doing so, it'll actually make your cookies or your sweet foods a little bit bitter or just not as tasty. So if you could reduce, or when you can reduce your food intake, that will promote fat loss. So by utilizing this herb, it's a way to control your cravings and to reduce your food intake. That is that, and also can lower blood sugar levels, which is very important. Number 8 is green coffee bean extract. So I actually have a blog post, an article post, a very scientific article post regarding coffee and caffeine on the human body when it comes to fat loss. And the science and the data shows that coffee does in fact promote fat loss, especially those who have a metabolic issue. Green coffee bean extract will do it the job. But be aware if you have anxiety, depression, panic attacks, things of that nature, because it can exacerbate the issue, and we don't want that, right? Number 9 is Salim. Not sure how you say it. Psyllium husk. It's a type of fiber, right? And as I said in the beginning of this video, that fiber is very important to keep you full and satiated. So it's very important to utilize that as an appetite control, and to reduce food intake. So that is that. And it's just very healthy for us at the end of the day. The last one is Garcinia Cambogia, right? It contains a certain compound called HCA. It inhibits the fat enzyme from storing in the body. So, if you're excessively indulging in junk foods, especially junk foods, right, it'll actually block the absorption. So it won't be stored in the body. So it'll just go to waste. So you can utilize this, every day. It's not one of those like thermogenic fat burners or anything like that will burn fat throughout the day. This is a product that you should be using if you think you're going to be overeating, or if you have overeat and or just want to reduce your appetite and your hunger throughout the day. This is a very effective product. It's in thousands of weight loss products, so it's very effective. You can't go wrong with that. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you guys have anything on your mind, questions, comments, or concerns, please leave it down below. Visit my website, my blog. On my blog has a little bit more in-depth meaning to it, like context and guides and things of that nature. So thanks for watching.